extremely disappointed in the fact that my first YouTube video ended up being a short because it was just too short in time. Let's recap a little bit on what happened. I procrastinated. I decided that I could pull off a YouTube video in one day with minimal time, and I was absolutely wrong. So we have to fix it. My intention was to upload like an actual vlog, and I completely failed you guys. That was just a flop. We will repost, get it right this time. My husband also was not happy the fact that I posted that video because he was shirtless, and he's like, what? Why did you post that? But that was the day that I had this idea come to mind, because I've been like trying to think, okay, what is it truly that I want to share? What am I going to be talking about? What kind of vlogs do I want to do? Want to be able to share the good, bad, and ugly in my life, the experiences that I've had. Like, let's talk about the journey of being a teen mom, right? Like, I think I was one of the first girls pregnant at my high school. I had my son when I was 16. He's 18 now. Like, he graduates tomorrow. I felt like I just graduated yesterday. Okay, maybe not anymore, but it feels like it wasn't that long ago. My daughter's gonna turn 15 this year, and I'm like, what? I'm old. I'm not that old, but it feels like I'm old. I feel old sometimes. I'm gonna start editing this video like I do my TikToks, I guess.
No, you're not making a TikTok though.
Well then, what do you mean? I know the upcoming conversation is not gonna be a good one. Yesterday, my husband was driving and he hit, I don't even know what he hit, but he hit something pretty darn good in the car. Let's hear what happened to the car when he comes in here. The man of the hour. Tell us the good news.
I spent no money today.
Yay!
Tomorrow, though, for the pothole, and now in my head I feel like there's a vibration, but there's not, because it's not super bad. I said at the bare minimum the tire should be rotated. Okay, so we put the car in. After a while, because there's other people. And so he comes back and he's like, yeah, so that tire has a hole in the sidewall.
All I can say is,
you don't need to say anything. Saying stuff to myself all day long, don't worry. And even last night, yesterday, all day.
what am I gonna say?
It wasn't me, it was you.
No, I was gonna say I'm glad it wasn't me.
Like I said.
Because I feel like you would have harped on it forever.
And the scratch on the hubcap, I think, was my fault at that pothole.
Yeah. Okay. I haven't told that story.
When you tell the story, you gotta contrast your issue with my issue, for sure. My accident compared to your accident.
Okay. So, a few days ago, or not a few days ago, almost a week ago, I told the story about Dan running into a is it a pothole?
Yeah, a pothole.
A pothole.
Giant hole.
On the way back from church.
Bad enough to damage both rims on that side of the car.
I laughed because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just glad it wasn't me. And then we get the tire fixed Sunday evening. So then on Thursday, I woke up and I was like, well, it's fixed, it's in the garage. I woke up Dan and I said, hey, can I take the Tesla to work? And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I took it, I drove it to work. I'm getting off the freeway, and then all of a sudden I just hear this like, and I was like, oh, did I just hit something? And then I look in the side mirror, and there was a fire extinguisher. And then as soon as I see it, the car tells me to pull over because the tire is flat. And I immediately start to feel it. So then I pull over and I was like, no, this cannot be happening to me. And I call Dan. And
at first she just says the tire went flat, and she sends me a picture, and it's the same
I was
tire.
really scared to tell him what had happened.
And I'm like, well, that's strange. We drove downtown last night, drove home, and it was totally fine. Like, what's the odds that the tire all of a sudden went flat?
I was trying to put it in my head of like, how can I keep this a secret? But then I was like, Evelyn, no, just be honest. So then I texted him and I was like, I think I ran over a fire extinguisher. I was already late to work. So this is how my morning started off. That happened with the car. Then I got to work and I was supposed to make coffee really early. The machine was off. Took forever to heat the water to brew coffee. And then something else happened to me that it was just a mess. This cannot take me down. But I was glad you were able to fix the car.
I made a picture of the tire, and the whole inside sidewall has a big old crack. The whole length of the sidewall where the tire just bust, where she ran over the fire extinguisher.
Yeah. The next day though, when I drove in, I looked over and there it was.
Oh.
It was terrible.
And it was the exact same tire that I had just replaced, so we got like 40 miles on that tire before I had to have it replaced. So good use of the money there.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, my wheel and tire replacement was $750. Plus, I still would like to get the car aligned, and I still, all said and done, my pothole probably is going to cost close to $1,500 by the time it's done. Her fire extinguisher was only like $330, so not too bad.
I was cheaper this time. Girl math, I saved us money. Oh man, what a week. So now we're off to the beach to forget about our troubles, I guess, in my mind.
I was going to say to soak into some sun and forget about things, but yeah, it's the Oregon coast, so I don't know about soaking in sun.